All right, so we just got done watching Sailor Moon Season 1, Episode 2. Punishment awaits. The House of Fortune is the Monster Mansion. Now, this episode seems to follow the formula of the first episode. We find out in the sort of prologue, the recap at the beginning of the episode, a couple things.
Well, we find out that Usagi's a Cancer.
Yeah.
Which we didn't know before.
Her blood type is O.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I feel like these are gonna come back.
I think that this is gonna be some valuable information going forward. What I see here is that this did not air in English. This episode here didn't air at all. I don't know if that was for the sake of getting the story moving quicker, or if it was because of. Did you think this one was maybe a little more vulgar in terms of the romance?
Yeah, there was a we'll talk about that in a bit. I mean, the romance between her and this man named Motoki.
Yeah, the
arcade owner or something. He works at the arcade, and she references him when her dad.
Yeah, so we meet her dad as well in this episode. Usagi's dad.
And also, people like Western culture just genuinely has a shorter attention span. So
they want to get down.
They want to get down to business. Yeah. She wakes up distressed at the beginning of the episode. Luna wakes her up.
Yeah.
And she's frustrated. Why didn't you wake me up earlier? I mean, that's just her having poor time management herself.
Yeah, she clearly is a serious character, trait in Usagi.
Yeah, and that she has very bad time management.
Incredibly bad time management, and she's clumsy.
Which she says in the first episode.
Yeah.
That's her. Let's see. So the boy, what was his name? Umino.
Umino. Yeah, the crush character. He has a huge crush.
He has a huge crush, and he describes his fantasy. Let's see. What he wants to find out. Her own fantasies by exchanging diaries. He talks about exchanging diaries with
getting married,
going to his fortune teller toy,
meeting their parents.
But then that they're gonna get married.
He's encouraged to go to an actual fortune teller, which is, I suppose, a part of Japanese culture. And the fortune teller nails it. The dude actually seems to nail it in that, Sailor Moon ends up actually going to a fortune teller before he does, and he talks about how there's a guy that likes her, et cetera, et cetera. Now, she thinks that he's talking about the arcade runner.
Yeah, who she's interested in.
Yes.
Which, very clearly. She blushes after he compliments her, and she gets hard eyes.
Yeah.
The heart beats through her heart beats through the chest. And as he's showing her how to play the game, Sailor
Moon V? I think it's V.
V. Sailor V.
Who I feel is going to be introduced later in the show as an actual character, maybe a foil to Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
He actually says, "I feel good every time I see your face."
Yeah, and then that's when she blushes, gets hard eyes, I believe, and then the heart, the whole background turns to hearts.
Yeah, she gets so to speak cock blocked by the cat when she's talking to this guy.
And then
we meet her dad right
This
after.
is when we meet Dad.
Yeah,
and she compares Motoki to her dad.
Which is fucked up.
And I say that we should see where this takes us.
Yeah,
that's interesting to me.
That's a character that maybe this is a part of the culture. Maybe this is a part of the show itself, or maybe it's an actual character trait that we'll see later, where she has some kind of father relationship that is rewarded. I don't know.
And we just met the father this episode, which is a little strange. She was at home the episode
he's
before.
He's working all day, and then she's excited to see him, and then he's very nice. And she I think she says specifically, I hope that. What was the arcade guy's name again?
Mutoki.
I hope Mutoki turns out to be a lot like my dad, and it sort of flashes between images.
Because he's a working man, he obviously does, and like we were describing in the last episode, that she obviously is quite well off. I mean, she buys.
Well, at least the economy is good.
Or at least the economy, but that could also be just because her dad's well off. I mean, he's
the thing is that everybody was down for the jewelry store.
Everyone was down. So
that makes me think.
So maybe it's not specific to her
Yumino
father.
goes to the fortune teller, and he gets taken advantage of by the bad guys. The folks looking for the crystal, silver crystal, whatever it was, from the Dark Kingdom. So the minions of Queen Beryl, I believe it is. He becomes sort of like a Chris Angel mind freak.
Yeah, Yumino
pickup artist kind of guy, and he flips his teacher's skirt. She says, "Now I'm never gonna get married." Which is strange, but that's
way to react to that. But whatever.
1992 Japan. What do we know?
What do we know about Japan?
What do we know
about 90? How old was I?
Yeah,
8?
Yeah. Fuck, man. I was only in my early 20s then. So,
yeah.
But yeah, that's so dumb. So whenever she cries, I noticed it seems to like really make people go crazy, and I don't know if that has something to do with her powers or if it has something to do with just like her cry being really annoying.
Yeah, I mean, she seems like a very heart on the sleeve type of person.
Yeah.
She's very genuine, and I think her cry might be so powerful along with these powers that it makes a room full of people.
But it's the only thing. All the boys in her school become possessed.
Yeah, Yumino now has Yumino being the crush guy that was into her.
Mm-hmm.
That is possessed now has goons.
He's got a gang of goons that are all possessed. They have sort of tarot cards.
Yeah,
sort of like floating in their chest.
Yeah,
in a very anime.
So now he's got this whole crew, and
obviously Tuxedo Mask comes in, and
I was actually mistaken. The hard eyes didn't happen with the arcade man.
It was with Tuxedo Mask.
To see Tuxedo Mask,
and he shows up at the end, and he kind of saves the day, but she actually ends up killing the bad guy. He throws a rose, and the bad guy like goes and all the guys become unpossessed, and then she like throws it and does the Moon Tiara action. Moon Tiara action.
Yeah.
Love it. And
so I'm interested to see what happens to Yumino and his goon.
I noticed some parallels between. So the goons become green when they're actually put together with the actual tarot reading minion, which heavily parallels the Cybermen from Dragon Ball Z that are Cell's minions. I noticed that.
Yeah.
I don't know necessarily. This may have been first. Also, I don't know when Dragon Ball, but the manga.
92. I do think this might have been.
This might have been first.
We'll have to
do some research.
Yeah.
But I do have one complaint of this episode. I hope that going forward there's a little less formula to the action. I found that this, despite just being the second episode,
very formulaic.
Tuxedo Mask came in, saved the day, and I like a good formula. It feels good. You know what to expect. It's good comfort food, but I want a little more story out of it. I think we're
turns.
Well, I think we're getting our characters established here.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's enough about that. Thanks for watching.